Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have week 6 for a Project Life. You guys, I'm going to be using some of these new products that I got from Shadney. I will leave her store linked down below. She is another small business that I absolutely love, and she's an amazing person. And so if you like all different kinds of embellishments, head over and check out her store. I'm also going to be using the January L Studio kit this month. And I'm going to be pulling in some puffy stickers, and then I'm also going to be using some of the embellishments from Shadney that I got. So, yeah, I'm super excited about this little spread this week. There are lots of photos. I do print my photos at home. I have a Canon Pixma printer, and I just use I use an app. Now I can't remember what the heck the name is. Print to size. I have a tutorial on how to use that app on my YouTube channel, if y'all want to check that out. And it's a great app to resize your photos, and I absolutely love it. So this week we had, like I said, I have lots of photos. And so I'm going to be putting multiple photos on some cards, because I really, really enjoy having like a kind of like title page card, I guess, or a title card with the week on it. And that's just my personal preference as of right now. That may change down the road. But for now, that is what I like. And also for now, I am only using this one type of Project Life pocket pages because that's what I have. And I have them left over from my Disney album. So I'm just trying to use up what I have in my stash before I go purchase more, as of right now. So I am going to, or I'm stamping, I just stamped February 7, just that's the date that that picture was taken. And so I just used my VersaFine ink for that. That's my favorite black ink. It is great for stamping, but it's not good for mixed media because it will run. If you get water on it, it'll bleed. So yeah, but that's my favorite, just regular stamping black ink. And I am going to mat a lot of these photos. Now, I am using the L Studio kit, but I also got like the I think 6 by 8.5 inch papers from L Studio that also kind of went with this kit. They kind of match. So I did trim some of those down in to put them in with the kit. If you guys have not checked out my video about cutting up 6 by 6 and 6 by 8 paper pads to create Project Life little mini kits, check that video out. I did that last week, and that's what I'm going to be using for my Project Life pages for the upcoming spreads, I guess. And yeah, so I'm matting the photos with some of the papers that go with this collection, like I said, and then some of them I had already trimmed down to 3 by 4 or 4 by 6, but I'm ending up using them to mat some of the photos, and that's okay. Here I am going to add some of those hearts, the wood veneer hearts from Shadney's store. They are so cute, y'all. There are several different kinds in the little pack. I really, really like the little tiny ones. And I think that they're going to do okay in the Project Life spread, as long as the card behind it doesn't have a whole lot of dimension. I think it'll be fine. I could have also glued them to the front of the pocket page. That is absolutely something you can do. So maybe next week I'll try that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know if it'll stay on good. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. You let me know. But I think it'll be fine in the pocket. it's not super dimensional. It's not like super big. So I am using a tab here, and I'm going to end up putting the date over that with my roller date stamp, and that is just our menu plan for that week. I have a board that the wall that goes into our kitchen from our living room. And I have it there, and I change it out every week to what we're having for dinner every night. And that, I thought that it would get rid of the what's for dinner? What are we having for dinner thing? But Emily still asks me multiple times a day what I'm making for dinner. I'm like, just look at the board. But yeah, I've had it for a while too. I've had it for over a year, and she still asks what's for dinner, even though it's right there written on the board. But I enjoy writing it up there because it keeps me on track, because I like to meal plan. I also write it down in my planner, because I'm starting to now meal plan for 2 weeks and go to the grocery store, and get most of the things that we need for 2 weeks, other than like, I'll go every week for like fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. Things that don't stay good for 2 weeks. But yeah, I had these alphas, and I'm not sure where they're from. I've had them for a while. And they were all capital. Well, most of them were capital letters. But the L looked just like a regular, like small lowercase L. There was no uppercase L's, and it kind of made it look weird to me because all of the other letters were in capital, but the L wasn't. So it says meal plan, but I don't know. It looks strange to me. Every time I look at it, it just doesn't look right. I don't know. But anyways, this card says, "This is love." Now, this little story here, I actually did not do any journaling on this, which is kind of strange. I probably should have. But this was this day. I was actually doing my YouTube live, and Greg came home and he brought me coffee. He brought Emily a frappuccino, and he got Maggie a puppuccino, which is just whipped cream, in a small cup. And so I got a picture of Maggie with her puppuccino, and then me with my coffee. And Emily, like, there's no pictures of Emily this week. She's a preteen, and she pretty much stays, I call it her dungeon, her room. She doesn't come out but for food, to take the dog out to go use the bathroom, or when she goes out for a walk in the afternoon if it's nice, with Maggie. And then she also takes a walk with her friends in the neighborhood. They go and walk the dog together. Her friend also has a dog, and she walks her dog at the same time. So yeah. So I don't get very many pictures of her. So yeah. So right now I am using some of the beautiful sequins that I got from Chadney. And y'all, these are so, so pretty. There are like different pinks. There is red. There's gold glitter sequins, which I just want a whole pack of those. They are so pretty. And I actually used one on there, but you can't really see it very well because it's so far down, but they're so pretty. I just love sequins. They just add a little sparkle. So now I'm going to work on this card here. And this is, I think, just me after I got off the treadmill. I am trying to move my body more, and so I've been walking on the treadmill, and every morning, and it's felt really good. And yeah, so I wanted to document that. And then the picture next to it, I didn't even say what it was. It was Greg, where it says yum. Greg was making fried chicken for the second time, and oh my God, it was so good. And then the picture beside that with the wood veneers is a picture of a heart brownie. I packed those in our lunches one day last week. I can't remember. But I packed one for myself, one for Emily, and one for Greg, each in their lunch. And they were super excited to get that little treat. And it was nice to have that. And I just put the date on that picture, and now I'm going to go ahead and start putting all of the finished cards away, except for the top one with the sequins, because the sequins weren't quite like when you first use liquid glue, you want it to tack up a little bit before you start messing with it. So I didn't put that in yet. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on this next card. This is some of our food from the week. Like a lot of food this week, like brownie, fried chicken. I made hibachi here with mushrooms and zucchini and chicken and rice, and then the famous white sauce. It was so good. It was the first time that I'd ever tried to make the hibachi kind of meal, and it was delicious. And then I also made some banana peanut butter ice cream. I just made it in my blender, and it was just frozen bananas and peanut butter and a little bit of vanilla almond milk, and it made so much. And Emily and I ate that one night for a little dessert, and she absolutely loved it. So yeah, that's what that picture is. It looks a little weird. And I am really enjoying the Elle Studio Puffy Hearts. If there is one thing that I would recommend from Elle Studio, it's the Puffy Hearts. This is my second pack, and I just absolutely love them. They're just so pretty. I like the shape of the heart. I like that you get multiple different sizes in every color. And yeah, I just love them. So there's lots of hearts on this layout today. Lots and lots of little hearts. Wood veneer hearts and little puffy hearts, which just make my heart happy. So I'm going to do my journaling off camera. I had a really bad dream, and I woke up, it was on February 7th, and I woke up before Emily and Greg, and I went out to my craft room and went ahead and did some journaling so I could remember the dream. That is something that I try to do if I have something that is very vivid and feels real to me or feels like a memory or something, then I will go write it down in my journal. And that helps me process things and helps me with my healing journey from my trauma. So next we are moving on to this last card, which is kind of like the title card, and I'm using a card on a card. So I'm using a 3x4 card that says 2021 photos and stories, and that's from the Elle Studio kit. And I'm going to put February above it, but I'm just going to abbreviate it and put FEB. And I'm going to also trim the card down lengthwise just a little bit because I want that rainbow diagonal stripe to peek out from behind it. And I end up going with a tag that I actually made. I just use a die with some scrap paper and I made it. It's good. It's the same colors. It looks a little weird because it's plaid and there's no plaid anywhere else, but I'm okay with that. And I'm just going to put week 6 on there with these red alphas from Pretty Little Studio. And then I'm going to add more puffy hearts because, again, the puffy hearts, all of the hearts are making my heart happy. And I'm going to say that because it's so funny. So yeah, that is my project life process video for week 6. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you are enjoying the project life videos. And just to let you know, a reminder, I will be live this Thursday on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be doing the 3 o'clock time this week. And I hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to spread love and be kind. I hope that you all have an amazing day. Bye.